Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
And this
Okay.
can just hook
Yeah,
anywhere.
get into pocket. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, if we could fix that, that would be good, 'cause it's kind of, you gotta show the rest of us how to do it, 'cause we couldn't figure that out. I'm watching the pros today, so I can learn. Oh, I make the right balance. It could be good.
So are we set to begin?
Yes, please.
Yes. The introduction was given yesterday.
Introduction.
Yeah, so no need today, nothing new to add.
Except for now you've had Southern biscuits.
Some?
Southern biscuits now.
Yes,
You're a
Southern
different
biscuits,
person.
yeah. Yeah. It is not just Southern biscuits, they are Jyoti's biscuits, it is. Yeah.
You need to test Greeks now.
You eat it once and you feel good. One biscuit is enough. Yeah. You don't ask for second. Not in, I'm not saying in a derogatory way, but one is so feeling. Yeah. With when I cook something, it is the other, the derogatory sense coming. That no, it is so feelings for me. I don't want another helping. So, yeah, that was not my sound. It is. So, it was a very nice music, setting the tone for the subject that we are going to discuss. And let us all have another very beautiful chant pertaining to the topic. It is from the Taittiriya Aranyaka. It is or Mahanarayana Upanishad. So let us pray. Atma me shuddhantam jyotiraham viraja vipapma भूयासगं स्वाहा May my physical being become pure. I am the Atman, eternally blissful, full of light, and free from all impurities. अंतरात्मा में शुद्ध्यंताम ज्योतिरहम विरजा विपाप्मा भूयासगम स्वाहा अंतरात्मा में शुद्ध्यंताम ज्योतिरहम विरजा विपाप्मा भूयासगं स्वाहा. May my mental self become pure.
May my mental self become pure.
I am full of luminosity, Jyotiraham,
I am full of luminosity.
free from all impurities.
Free from all impurities.
Paramatma me shuddhantam, Jyotiraham, Viraja vipapma, Bhuyasagam swaha. May my spiritual being be pure,
May my spiritual being
free from all impurities.
free from all impurities.
I am the luminosity itself,
I am luminosity itself.
blissful,
Blissful.
and existence itself.
And existence itself.
So this is a great prayer which emphasizes the thesis in all Vedanta. Vedanta, sometimes one gets bewildered. Oh, I have to study this and that, hundreds of books, and each of them is so difficult to read and understand. And then there are commentaries and commentaries. Even studying one book like Bhagavad Gita will take the whole life if you go deep enough. And then there are the 108 Upanishads and auxiliary books like the commentaries and books like Viveka Chudamani, and the very big volumes like Khandan Khanda Khadyam, it is, or Advaita Siddhi, hundreds of books. So how can one study Vedanta? So the solution is you don't have to study all that, because Slokardhena Pravakshami, a very beautiful idea is given here. Slokardhena Pravakshami. In half the verse, I will tell you what Yaduktam Grantha Kotibhihi, what has been described in millions of books, millions of Vedanta books, what they have described in millions. I am going to tell it to you in half verse. So half the verse is finished in telling this. And then the remaining half verse, it says, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. Brahman, the all-pervading existence, consciousness, bliss alone, that is real. And all else that we perceive is a passing appearance without any reality to it. So, and what you call as individual soul, I am, that I is nothing but Brahman, Jivo Brahma Eva. The Jiva means the individual soul, which we feel that I am so and so, I am this and this. we have a lot of idea about who I am. And this nice song that was sung just now, remind me, my Lord, that who I am. I am the existence, knowledge, bliss. I am love. I am all that I feel I want to get. I want to get something, but if I am already that, how can I get it? I am that. I don't need to get it what I already am. So, thus, one becomes completely free, fully illumined, and without a trace of suffering. It is that is why this knowledge is so important. And this knowledge removes all the erroneous ideas about who I am. And that has been presented by great saints in a very effective way, bringing out the contradictions in our desires, in our seeing the world and getting caught in it. If we just see the world, there is not much harm. But then there are the attractions and repulsions which become part of the torments. We get lot of torments, and that is what the great sage and the father of the discipline of yoga uh, contents, that is Patanjali. Patanjali, in his yoga aphorism, says that because this ignorance is about our true nature, creates these fivefold torments in our life. And it is a yoga system, means it is very practically oriented. The meaning of the word yoga, sometimes it gets referred only to some physical postures, but that is only a very, very tiny part of this whole science of yoga. Yoga is a very comprehensive science. What it means is what you understand intellectually. Like intellectually, we are all far more intelligent than intelligence required to understand this, that I am all pervading. My true nature is blissful. It is understanding is very simple, but experience is very difficult. So conversion of this understanding into experience, bridging the gap between our understanding and our life. That filling that gap is called yoga. It is. I give some, easily connectable examples that you may read a book on swimming. Maybe it will take you 2 days max to read a good book on swimming thoroughly. And does it immediately make you Michael Phelps? What? What is the difference?
Practice.
Practice. And practice in a very disciplined, relentless regularity in all respects. Uh, like I was reading about the example that I gave, like Michael Phelps. It is true with almost every uh, professional athlete at that level, that they have to do this a tremendous practice under a very well-versed trainer, that and be very disciplined about food. Uh, this fellow Michael Phelps cannot have the luxury of eating ice cream now and then, because an ounce of additional weight will disturb the whole balance, you see. So, therefore, has to get up at particular time, do all the exercises which are just mandatory, and one cannot be lazy or choosy about it. No, I don't feel like doing today. No moodiness about it. We are very moody. No, I don't like today. It is, if you want to do the practice and train yourselves, such vagaries of mind cannot be allowed. So that is the science of yoga, to discipline, put yourself in a training, discipline, so that what you understood becomes your experience. And then only you will be really liberated, really blissful. Otherwise, just reading doesn't help much unless it becomes a big load. There is a, in the head, you stuff too much information without utilizing it. It is like putting in huge quantity of food without digesting anything. So unless you digest, it is impossible. In fact, it becomes very problematic. The food becomes poison instead of being helpful for our health. It becomes poison. So, therefore, digestion is important. The information that we have, a Sanskrit couplet is very nice, that it is like putting lot of load of very fragrant sandalwood on a donkey, that it is the donkey only feels the load and not the fragrance. It is bharasya vetta natu chandanasya, that is aware only of the huge burden. So a lot of such information which we are not able to put in practice, what it becomes is a huge tormenting load in our on our brain. So therefore yoga is so important. And Vedanta emphasizes this yoga more than the theoretical understanding. Theoretical understanding is important, it is necessary at most, certainly not sufficient. One has to put one's life. That is why you see every chapter in Bhagavad Gita ends with the colophon, that it is a yoga. Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. Then the particular yoga, like first chapter, Arjuna Vishad Yogo Nama Prathamodhyaya. The first chapter with the title The Despondency Yoga of Arjuna. And how can despondency become yoga? Everything can become yoga if we give it proper direction. And that is the important thing, giving it a proper direction. And it is sometimes back, I was talking to some engineer people. So I said, spiritual practice is a vector. Means it has the quantity and direction both. Not only quantity or not only direction. Both have to be there. That is what it is called a vector. There is a directed force, There is the quantity part of it and direction part of it. Both have to be there. Like your car should be moving in the right direction, that you will give the right direction using steering. But the engine should have the power, It is that once we were going in a car with a steep slope, and it was a hybrid car. Uh, and that hybrid car, very nice as such, but their engine is small because 50% power is supplied by the gasoline engine, 50% gets added by the battery. Now, the owner of the car said, this is an old car, the battery has become very weak. And so only this two-cylinder engine, I don't think it can negotiate this slope. So we had to keep the car there and walk. Why? Because there was the direction was there, but the quantity of force available was very limited. So both have to be proper. Like when you are shooting the arrow, you have to pull so that that will give power to it and the direction to it. Otherwise, only the aim is correct, the direction is correct, but there is no power, the arrow will fall right at your foot. So, therefore, both are important. So, there is the despondency. Now, we do not lack despondency here, isn't it? We have rather too much supply of despondency in this world, in our lives. Every now and then we become despondent, depressed, sad, and then go to a psychotherapist and all that stuff. It is the psychotherapist also becomes despondent. That is the problem actually with psychotherapists. They need psychotherapy because they hearing all that stuff uh, for a long time that they makes them feel despondent, and then also the regular reasons for despondency, that I am not making enough money and all. Look at other friends of mine, they are rolling in wealth. So that makes you feel despondent more. And many reasons, despondency comes even without reason. Not that there is always a reason. So one becomes despondent. Arjuna became so despondent. But then he approached the teacher to change that despondency into connecting with God and get connected with God through despondency. I'm giving this just as an example that you connect, use that despondency not to keep on feeling depressed and commit suicide. No. It is that we have one psychotherapist, so she gets lot of patients who have suicidal tendencies. So I tell them that keep some cyanide pills with you. If somebody comes for help, oh, I'm feeling I have come for help. I want to commit suicide. Then and say, okay, take this pill and your job will be done fast. Ah, he said, oh, I will go to prison. Not only I will, my license will be gone, I will be sent to prison. But he agreed that when you do like this, no person is going to commit suicide. Those who actually want to commit suicide, they don't come to therapists. They go and commit it. Those who don't want to commit, but they are feeling despondent, and so they express it in that way. So it is. So I keep the cyanide pill and give, and then that will be, if that, but tell that person you want to, commit suicide, I can suggest you some ways. Don't go to, a bridge to jump from that, because somebody will see and catch you, and like that, and you will be subjected to a lot of horror. So that is not the best way. You can throw yourself under a train, and maybe that will work. It is. There are funny stories about committing suicide. One person took some poison. It is the stories about how things are adulterated. In the market, you get things which are terribly adulterated. So the person took that poison, but didn't die because it was adulterated poison. So he didn't die. And then he was happy that actually I didn't die. Very good. So then he threw a party, brought lot of nice sweets to eat, and he ate all of that, lot of them, and died because that sweets they were adulterated. So because of that, that person died. So the point is this here that we must turn everything in our life to connect to God. And that is called yoga. Karma yoga, yoga of action, for example, doesn't mean getting connected with action. That is not how the conjunction word is. Everybody is connected with action anyway. What is meant there is use that action to connect to the goal of life. By your actions can become the means. Now you don't have to look for some other means. We already work, like we already have despondency. Give it right direction, and it becomes yoga. And what that all that reveals is that I am already that. I am already that. The title of today's talk is a very common this point in Vedanta, common thesis, you can say, that you are divine. You are divine. And when you are running about to get various different things, you are forgetting that you are that. And there was a great Marathi saint, Eknath. Eknath, and this morning I was discussing this, our friend Raj was remembering having heard some stories, very inspiring stories about the life of Eknath. There are many. Swami Vivekananda has quoted one incident from Eknath's life, that is how the real saint should be, that he and one of his colleagues, as per the religious custom, they have to uh, take the water of Ganges from Kashi, the Benares, and then carry it all the way to Rameshwar. These are two great uh, shrines of Shiva. So carry it on their shoulder, walk. You see the big distance, about 2000 miles. You walk from there to the south, that Rameshwaram. So Eknath and one of his friends, they took it like that, the water from Kashi, and were traveling. Traveling means on foot, they were walking. And on the way, they saw a donkey. Donkey was dying of thirst. Oh, and then Eknath said, let me, here is the Shiva who is asking for water. and let me put that water to remove the thirst of this donkey. I don't see any other water. His friend protested, and naturally, oh, don't you see that we are bringing water from that big distance and now we have to go a long distance? So, how you are fitted? Eknath said, this is where I saw Shiva in that donkey and then uh, gave all the water to that donkey. This is my worship. Swami Vivekananda was so inspired by this story that yes, that is how the real worship is. That somebody who is in distress, somebody who that see God there and serve that God. So that was the life of this great saint Eknath. So he has so many beautiful compositions bringing out the contradictions. That is why they have lot of humor in them. It is they are humorous and sang with at the drum beat. A lot of people they join and sing that. It is they are called bharud. The Marathi word for that is bharud. Have you heard bharud? Yeah, good. That he is a Marathi guy near Pune. So you have also heard bharud. Very good. Yeah. So the Pendharkars are also, they have heard Bharud. Bharud. So one of these Bharuds has this line that नाथाच्या घरची उलटीच खूण पाण्याला मोठी लागली तहान. See, this is how it is all reverse here to show the contradictions in our life. That it is, Eknath says, that this is all reverse at my home. What? I see the water is becoming thirsty, craving for because of this thirst. That water is feeling so much pain. Now it is, isn't it laughable? Water becoming thirsty. Is it possible ever? To quench our thirst, we take sip of water. But what if water becomes thirsty? You just laugh at that idea. Water, can it ever become thirsty? Eh? The question will be that, can water ever become thirsty? Huh? Who says yes? You say yes, water becomes thirsty.
Thirsty from poetic sense that the water wants someone to come and take it.
Oh, well.
Thirsty for the user.
User, oh, okay, yeah, not for water.
No.
Yeah, water does not become thirsty. It is meaningless. It is laughable. Water becomes thirsty is impossible. In the same way, friends, we becoming unhappy is impossible. We can never become unhappy because our nature is happiness itself. What? This young lady, you don't believe this? Huh? What? You believe that we can never become unhappy, isn't it? But do you feel unhappy sometimes? Of course, yeah. We become unhappy, so feel unhappy sometimes, but we understand that we can never ever become unhappy because our very nature is happiness. Ananda Swarupa, we were singing, isn't it? Ananda Swarupa, we are that. Our very nature is a bliss. Therefore, I don't need anything in my life to get happiness. And do you see this? What a contradiction with our condition of life. I feel I must get this, I must get that, uh, and try for so many things to collect all different types of, say money, things, friends, what not, to get happiness. Hmm. And do we get? We get those things, but we don't get happiness that we expected from it. Like many feel, oh, this life, Swami, what to tell you, living like this without a partner in life is so painful, so difficult. Then you get a partner, does it make you happy? Almost the whole world would have become happy had it been true, isn't it? Oh, so that is how the things are. You seek, oh, let me get, because see, my neighbor is a millionaire, and that is why he is so happy. Let me become a millionaire. Do you become happy by becoming a millionaire? If we are just a little scientific, we will know that that is a stupidity. There are, see the lives of so many million people. Are they happy lives? They have their torments, their problems, and their sufferings. Yeah, it is. We crave for different things. Oh, in this same topic, I had given lecture in Providence. There, I told an incident that one uh, lady was, and ladies are on the forefront of these things. It is that, oh, I am not getting good sleep, and I read an ad that there is this type of mattress that it just changes according to your body contours, and thus you can sleep nicely. Ah, it is what some name is there for that. It remembers it. Memory foam. Memory foam. So very pricey things. If they get sold, probably the maker of those would get good sleep. Because that is not the condition for sleep. Your mind must be calm, quiet. I have a very nice photograph, and an old photograph of one this laborer, farm laborer, uh, sleeping with no worries at all, lying down. What that was? A kind of stone that was being used as a pillow, and there was some hay strewn around. So Ed was sleeping very nicely. It is. So I don't think any memory or double memory foams will give you anything close to that. So, but we have misperceptions that this will make me happy. This will bring comfort in my life. Isn't it like water becoming thirsty? It is a contradiction, but that is what our life is. That we feel that I need this thing to become happy. No, it never can make you happy. Uh, because of this simple reason, you are happiness itself. What do you need to add to sugar to make sugar sweet? Uh, what? What do you add to sugar to make the sugar sweet? It is foolish thing. Sugar itself is sweet. Sugar is sweetness. You add sugar to things that you want to make sweet. Sugar doesn't need to be added by something to make it sweet. So we don't need to add anything in our life to make it sweet. This is a very important thesis in religion. All religions will find that the same idea, like Jesus says, kingdom of heaven is within you. Kingdom of heaven, where is it to be found? Not somewhere go up somewhere, you will then go to seventh heaven or eighth heaven or whatever, and there you will find the kingdom of heaven. Stupid. It is within you. Kingdom of heaven is within you. And thus you have it already. Yeah, I remember that one nice incident in our discussion at Brown University chaplains meetings, that I was telling about Bhagavad Gita. It was about 20 minutes lecture I gave there. So the Catholic district chaplain there, it is. So he came to me, Swami, I loved your talk, but you were again and again saying that God within us. We don't emphasize it as much. I quoted this very line that Lord says the kingdom of heaven is within you. No, it is there, but we don't emphasize it. The result is that you feel you must do something to go to God. Go some heaven, and that is why the fingers are pointed to sky, as if the heaven is there, isn't it? Is heaven there? Ask yourself this question. And then, therefore, we have to get into a spacecraft and go up. And how up are you going to go? Are you going to find any heaven? No, it is right here. It is only misunderstanding, ajnana, that Patanjali calls it avidya. Oh, sorry, it was my mistake. It is, I was making it unstable. Yeah. So by shaking it with my feet, excuse me, friends listening on the web, that it is not the fault of either camera or about your TV or computer screen. It is that is how it happened. It is so. Patanjali says what happens that you feel that because of avidya, the ignorance, everything is really you are, but you feel yourself a separate being. Look at the psychology that you feel you are a separate individual, so and so. And as you feel that, the cravings come up. Because it is against the truth. This idea is against the truth. The truth is, it is all one without second. That being the truth, when you think I am separate, now that ignorance prompts you to go to establish unity. And so you crave for other things, that let me add this to me, then I will become happy. You try to establish some kind of unity. The desires are like that. Uh, oh, well, there is a nice chair here. There is a nice chair right in front.
That chair also good.
Okay, no, but there is one right in the front.
That chair is in the corner there.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So it is. And then the desires. come up. What are desires? The desires are expressions of being dissatisfied because of losing the oneness, losing the identity with God. And then in ignorance, you go to fulfill it. That is why you say that we in search for pleasure, we establish kind of unity. Like suppose Vani likes ice cream. Do you like? No. What do you like? Huh?
Chips. Chips.
Chips.
Potato chips.
Okay. So let us say Vani likes chips. Now she is sitting there and the chips are here. She is not happy. When does she become happy? When chips get merged into her person, that unity between chips and she is established, then she feels happy. That it is, yes, now I got happiness, I got those chips. So she and chip becoming one. So when we establish with that kind of unity with chips, yeah, I don't go to eat chips. I used to, but then one little child, once came to me as I was eating chips. And then he said, when a monk eats chip, now that child is long time back, 20 plus years. Now he is a PhD guy, I mean, he finished his PhD also. So he asked, what happens when a monk eats chips? Said, what? Becomes chipmunk. Therefore, when I try to eat chip, I see before the eyes of my mind that I have become that chipmunk. So it is very funny. But the point is that our happiness, is like becoming one. Even in the sex pleasures, one tries to become one, establish that kind of oneness. And we do let us become one. It doesn't ever bring happiness, but you feel, it is like that. Silly, because actually I am happiness itself. I am Satchidananda. It is not possible in any way to make me happy by adding anything to me. Sometimes people, no, I don't want any other things to, but I feel unhappy looking at the condition of the world. Uh, Now, do you have any control over it? You don't have any control. You are not the governor of the whole world. One may feel like that, but it is not true that you don't govern everything in the world. So, why unnecessarily bother your head? There is so much of misery in the world. The misery, if you remove your misery, then you will remove the misery of the world. No, but I have to make other people understand this. Oh, fellow, you understand it first. Ah, that is how our attention is on other things. Let me make the world good. And it can never become good in your ideas because they are all unrealistic ideas. The world is perfect for the reason that it is there. It gives you exercise. You feel, let me make the world outside very good. And that is how we always are looking to correct the world. There is a nice, funny story I had read. One quite old man, and with age, not only his limbs were not doing great, he needed wheelchair, and also the the top portion was not functioning well either, had become senile. So it is. So one an attendant was pushing this on the beach. On a beach, the attendant had taken him within a wheelchair and was pushing the wheelchair. And now this there was everywhere you see those near the seashores, beagles, no seagulls. That is why they say they don't go to bays. They seagull those birds because then they will get called bagels and eaten. So seagulls they go only on the sea. That is a joke, not reality. But it is now the seagull put a dropping on that person's head, and then the attendant said, no worries, I will just run and get some water and towel. And he ran. And this old man said, what a fool. By the time he comes, the seagull would have gone miles away. Not concerned about yourself. Look outside. That's as if the seagull needs to be, given a towel to wipe. It is no, it is the we have to correct ourselves to know that I am bliss itself, and then you will feel that the world is full of bliss. It is. Therefore, another Marathi saint says, Anande bharina tihi loka. When I get this wisdom, then this whole world becomes full of bliss because it is like that. The whole existence is really bliss itself. Hmm. Our craving to get something that hampers the happiness. So, because it doesn't, you take things because you need, that's it. Don't expect any happiness from that because I am happiness itself. Nothing is can add even an iota of happiness to me. And this is the great truth, friends, that you have to see this, that when I am happiness itself, that's it. So Patanjali further describes that because of this avidya, that is the first of those five big torments that he mentions, all others arise from that. Loss of this knowledge that I am bliss itself, when that knowledge is lost, now as a consequence, a separate I arises. I am such and such. And then there is the craving. That separate I is called asmita, that I am such and such. Mm. It is, we all have that. It is that I am, this thing is held on. I am such and such. And no, I am a truthful person. Uh, I am a person of integrity. And sometimes people are, they say that I am a very bad person. Don't cross my way, you see. I can just eliminate you. About that also they say very proudly that it is, yeah, it is. So we have this separate I, and according to that separateness, our cravings come out. the eye of, say, for example, a bed bug. The bed bug's eye will have a different craving than I sleeping on that bed. So it is like that, that everything has different cravings, that it is. So, therefore, everybody is full of dissatisfaction. I want this. And then our wants are not exactly same, in fact, opposite. It is. And we also experience these opposite wants. Sometimes we feel, oh, leave me alone. Oh, I don't want to be with anybody. Leave me alone. And then the loneliness becomes a problem. You want to be alone, isn't it? The peace, we say that it is, I want to go to a peaceful place. Yesterday I was talking about that Himalayan ashrama in Mayavati, very peaceful place. There was an incident that one big industrialist, he had heard about this place. Many of our Swamis had told him about it, and he said that, okay, I must go there. So he was such a busy man, but took out some 2, 3 days, 3 days off. So I will stay there for 3 days in Mayavati. And then when he goes there, the charm of that place, the peace, the very palpable spiritual presence there had such an impact on him. He started as telling to the Swamis there, oh, I said I will stay for 3 days, but I now feel that I must stay at least for 1 year here. Uh, well, but you are such a busy person. No, I am sending now wires from here to everybody. All my programs for the coming year are to be cancelled. I don't care about it. What have I been doing in life so far? I have become middle-aged, and what did I do for myself? I have to realize God. And so I have neglected that. After coming here, now I realize that this is the goal of life. No, I am going to stay here. The Swamis, they said, okay, if you want, but it is okay. He cancelled all his tickets and all that, return tickets. And then first day went in that kind of that joy. Second day, he said, oh, where can I get some newspapers? Oh, fellow, you now are looking for newspapers. This is a story long back, about at least 50 years ago. So then the Swami told that, well, you have to go down the hill, there is that small town, Lohaghat. You may get some newspaper there. Yeah. So he then went there and then came back around lunchtime, bringing lot of some sweets and other things there, uh, and then by evening, this late afternoon, he said, no, I must go back. Oh, at least you came for 3 days stay, at least stay for 3 days. Cannot sustain it. It is emotionally one feels that yes, I should stay here for 1 year. One day becomes too much. It is that because that one cannot take in that peace. Our day-to-day life is that fraught with so many wants, I want this, I haven't to get this. Swami, that the Swami who narrated this, he was our teacher in our monastic training center, probationers training center. So he told that no, the very important upcoming this meeting with the government officials is there. I have to be present there. But you were saying that all this is nonsense. I am going to give it up. No. But it is, and then all those people, they need me. We have that funny idea. Nobody really needs us, but we fool ourselves that I am needed. And we are not needed for anybody in the world. Let us put it in our mind very firmly. We are not needed for anybody. But we fool ourselves by saying that this person needs me, that person needs me, this needs me. Without me, the cat doesn't take food. So for cat, I am necessary. Nothing like that, It is nobody ever. It is your cat will survive very well. And even if you are there, the cat may die one day. That's true. It is, yeah, it is, we feel that we are needed. No, we are not needed. The world, there is a very nice poem in my native Marathi language that the gist is that who are you after all? The greats like Rama and Krishna, they came and went away as the world became now peopleless. It is still there. So, and what you say that without me, how this will function? This is foolishness. It is, so this I becomes a big torment. This, aham, asmita, Patanjali calls it asmita. Then with that come the next two, raga and dvesha, attraction and repulsion. Attraction and repulsion. I get attracted to something and repelled from something. And I get this problem, attracted to something. The point is that if something that is attracting me, I am getting attracted to it all the time, that is not big problem. But the problem is what I get attracted to at one time. I get repelled from it at that's another time. See the problem. I rush, oh, I want this, till I get it. As soon as I get it, then I get disillusioned from it. And I get the sense of that repulsion. I don't want this. Terrible. It is, yeah. I tell the story, a real story, that long ago, when I had come to this country recently, and one college girl at Brown University, she was studying there and then said, well, it is, I want to marry this guy. I cannot imagine life without him. Said, okay, Godspeed. And then they got married. After 6 months, she says, I cannot imagine life with him anymore. It is impossible. Nothing wrong with anybody, It is how the nature of the world is. We get attracted and then get caught. And then that being caught becomes a torment. We lose all freedom. We want freedom. And thus we get the sense of that getting repelled by it. So attractions and repulsions. raga, dvesha. Because whatever we get attracted to and feel that that is going to bring me happiness, that is unreal. How can it ever fulfill my desires? Every desire gives rise, if you go to fulfill it, it gives rise to three desires, it never gets fulfilled. That is the famous story in many of our epics, like say that Durga Saptashati, Chandi, Bengalis call it Chandi, that there is the story of Rakta Bija. It means you go to slay that demon, but that demon is of such type that you say hit the demon with a sword, cut it. Every drop of that demon that falls down, a similar demon, exactly with all the same powers, rises from there. That is a beautiful artistic depiction of our desires. We go to satisfy one desire, and then what happens? Many more desires come up. Instead of that desire being quenched, many more come up. So attraction and repulsion. Imagine the life, That is the description of our life, that it is. And still, the problem is we don't want to give it up. That is the final torment, fifth one. He calls it abhinivesh. We don't want to give it up. What will happen if I give it up? I will lose it. A hot pan, you are holding it with your hands. What a nice sensation will it be, isn't it? But if you feel that if you drop it, you will lose it. And you, in spite of being scorched, being burned, you do not want to give it up. This is abhinivesh. Give it up. Yeah, it is like that. One lady was complaining that it is that I don't want to stay with my husband. He's terrible. He is not human. When get angered, they say all such things. It's a demon of the worst sort. Okay, then give him up. Get separated. No, I don't want that. Because then he will be happy. I don't want him to be happy. And then he will get all the freedom. No, I don't want that to happen, you see. So it is a very complex that thing that we get caught in it. It is described in that Bengali Sri Ramakrishna story that if a small snake pounces and catches a big frog, now the frog is big, it is not going down and is not getting released also. The frog is suffering, the snake also is suffering. So that is how our life here is, and we are not able to give it up. So this is the torment that we are in, and the solution is this avidya, that remove this ignorance that you want something from this world. We are perfect as we are. See only the truth that I am all pervading. It is very, in understanding of it is very easy. You are not this shape, you are not this body. Isn't it very clear? Just you have to go beyond the shape. You do it all the time. Do you eat animal crackers sometimes? You know what are animal crackers? You know, isn't it? That little boy sitting there, he knows animal crackers. Suppose you eat elephant, or if you eat a giraffe, do they taste different? No. We are all just those animal crackers. The substance in all of us is God. In all animal crackers, the shapes are different. What is the substance? We are all God. We are all divine. That is how we transcend the shape there. Even the children, they transcend the shape. Only when there are babies, they cry. If the baby asks for an elephant to eat, and if you give a lion, the baby throws it away. No, no, I wanted only the elephant. But when that baby starts going to kindergarten, now understands what is the baby sees that you buy it by pound, or the giraffe and the elephant and the lion and the mouse all are sitting there together. So they are safe. What did we do there? Go beyond the shape. Do you see this? What we have done, Shailesh? Just transcended the shape. Transcend the shape. Huh? This is what Chetan must do, transcend the shape. That is the sign of being Chetan, means conscious. That being conscious means you now become conscious of what you are. You are not the shape. You are not the body. You are not this heap of all this flesh, bones, blood, and whatnot. Uh, if we see clearly, what is it? Suppose, imagine, somebody brings here a bag of skin, bag made of human like skin, put all the bone, blood, flesh, dung, urine, whatever. What we will say, hey, this is such a nice holy place. You are bringing such dirty stuff here. Take it out. What are we? Isn't it? So don't let us not identify ourselves with shape. And then that's enough, friends, to see that we are all pervading. All our cravings vanish by just this simple exercise, this simple yoga, that you are not the body, you are not the mind. All that changes, you are not that. You are the divine. You are the bliss itself. You can never become unhappy, just as water can never become thirsty. Even Kabir has presented the same idea in one of the very nice songs. He wrote so many, पानी में मीन प्यासी मोहे सुन सुन आवत हासी पानी में मीन प्यासी. I get that laughter, feeling of laughter again and again when I hear that I want this, and so it is like the fish in the water is feeling the thirst. Swami Vivekananda described it in that wonderful book, Jnana Yoga, that we are sitting by the side of a big heap of nice food and yet dying of hunger. We are right there by the side of a very nice and pure lake, and we are dying of thirst. What is this? We are happiness itself. Just we have to kick out that wrong idea that something else is necessary to make me happy. We are that. Let us try to feel that. I will conclude my talk by reciting a great peace chant in Upanishads. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. That divine is perfect. This too is perfect. The perfect emerges out of perfect. And when this perfect is removed from the perfect, then what remains is also perfect. Strange arithmetic, you know. It is because there is no removal at all. It is like it is in some places in my childhood, I saw it very often that the snakes moving around. And it is not a very nice feeling that you see a poisonous snake there. And because of that fear in the mind, when you see a rope, there is not enough light. You are not actually seeing the rope. Instead of rope, you are seeing snake there. Oh, there is a snake, and you get those fearful tremors. Oh, what should I do now? Let me get a stick to kill the snake, or shall I call 911 or call somebody? What should I do now? And if this snake just pounces on me, what will happen to me? And then if somebody is bringing some light there, you see, oh, it is not a, it is rope. Now the snake has vanished from there. As soon as you see the rope, ah, so the removal of snake, did it make that rope lose anything? This reality has remained the same, where even though the appearance of the world comes and appearance of the world goes, nothing real is lost. Let us hold on to this wisdom, and we will see we are happy. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you for your wonderful hospitality. I like to come to Atlanta and I have been coming, as I mentioned earlier, from 2002. I have been coming here more or less every year. And many old time devotees are still there, but many are new, and some old timers I am not able to see now. So it is, but whatever, whether old timers or new, they all treated me with such love and gave such a demonstration of wonderful southern hospitality. Jyoti always a southern hospitality, and these are all southern delicacies. It is so. It is that I am feeding you with this southern delicacies. So it is this. I am so happy, therefore, always. My thanks to you all, and may the God bless us with this understanding that I am bliss itself. I am happiness itself. I don't need anything to make me happy. Jai Shri Ram Krishna.
Thank you, Swamiji, for
Yeah.
coming here.
Lakshmi, I confirmed from that people in Augusta that the program is at 3 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
It was a misprint.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah, so therefore I continued even after it
No, that is good. You
Yeah.
confirmed that. We are very happy.
So it is, we can have a leisurely quick lunch. Leisurely but quick means not, we don't have too much time. And there is no need of question answers today. What do you think? Huh? Yourself, huh? With that nice hat. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I like your that headgear. So it is. And this topic was so simple. Everybody understood, I am sure, very well. No need for any further question answers. It is.
Pranam Maharaj.
Pranam, pranam, pranam. Who is there?
This is Balakrishna.
Huh?
Balakrishna.
Balakrishna. Yes. You have moved to Utah. Where in Utah?
Yes, Maharaj, yes.
Where are you in Utah?
It's a town called Sandy.
Sandy.
Yes.
How far from the Salt Lake City?
It's about 15 miles.
Yeah. About
15 miles.
15 miles.
Yes.
So it is just suburb of Salt Lake.
Yes, it is a suburb of Salt Lake City.
Yeah, very good. So when I visit Salt Lake City, I would like to see you also.
Oh, please let me know. How do I know when you are coming?
There are some devotees there. They had been inviting me now for 2-3 years plus. I had gone there once, but I'm not finding time to.
I see.
So, but one devotee from there is coming to get initiated from me after 2 days. He will be coming there to Providence, I think on 21st or 22nd. 22nd, I think. And then next day he will have his initiation. So that is, there are many other devotees I know very closely there. So now I have another devotee, Balakrishna. Wonderful.
Thank you, Maharaj. But at least maybe I will send you an email or something.
Yeah.
At least you let me know some of the contacts.
Online, the one problem is there, we cannot tell you, come and join food with us. They don't have developed that technology even now. And that only the simulation of sight and sound, but not the sense of taste and touch and smell. Those out of these 5 organs, only 2 have been simulated. But soon that is coming, when all those online listeners also will be invited for food, and they can download all the food items. As we put it on the picture, they will download all those items and start eating. Yeah.
So the children, when they watch their cartoons, and then they see ice cream, and you can see them how they feel.
Yeah, it is exactly.
So he just has to feel it.
Yes. Yeah, it is the question of feeling,
Yes.
Yeah.
Now to Augusta.
Now to Augusta. Wonderful place, Yeah.